What's up, everyone? It's Tyler here, and I wanted to make a video today about me being a sentimental person, how I deal with that, and how that makes me a happier person and helps my business and my life be so much better. So, today is basically a story and a point. So, as you can see, I'm in a new space right now. That's because we are reconfiguring our house to just be better optimized, work better for us, for the kids, etc., etc., etc. It's awesome. Every day we've just been making moves and things like that. And so I want to talk about being sentimental and start with a story. I'm 36 years old. And since I was 18 years old, I have never lived in one place more than about 2 years and 7 months. And in there are several 1 year periods and many 1 to 2 year periods. I've been in a lot of places. I have not even been in the same city for more than 2.5 years. And so, with that and all of those moves, in the first decade of my adult life, I had all these things that I just carried with me everywhere. They were sentimental enough that I didn't want to throw them away. I didn't want to do anything with them, but they also didn't serve me in my daily life and my current needs. So they ended up in drawers, in closets, in corners, in the garage, in storage units, in tubs and bins, etc., etc., etc. Now, I've been married for over 7 years and I have 2 kids. And getting married and having a family kind of forced me to deal with some of that stuff, but it's something that I really wanted to do anyway. And I want to tell you this, for those of you who are sentimental, for those of you that hang on to a lot of things, and maybe you're like me, you want to deal with it, you wish it was gone, but you think you're also going to miss it, or that it's going to kind of make you sad, emotional, etc., etc., etc. when you get rid of it. I want to tell you a trick. I want to tell you a hack. I want to tell you a secret. And here it is. When you get rid of stuff, you are going to quickly forget about it. You'll never think about it again. You will quickly forget about 95% of the things. And so for the last several years, instead of lugging all these things around every time we move and every time, I deal with more and more of it every time. And right now, in this big reconfiguration of our house, I am dealing with all of it. And look, it's changed a little bit because there's some things now that are sentimental from getting married, from having kids, etc., etc., etc. But I'm going to tell you this. If it doesn't serve you right now in your daily life, if it hasn't served you right now in your daily life for the last 10, 15, 20 years, if it's just sitting in a drawer now, if it's in a box now, if it's in a closet now, it's going to be there in another 5 years, in another 10 years, in another 15 years. And listen, it's not worth keeping, okay? So number one, when you get rid of it, you are going to forget about most of it and never think about it again. Also, think about how much good that it could be doing somebody else than it's doing you right now in a box, in a closet, occupying space. Most of the things that I have, I give away to Goodwill or Salvation Army. Sometimes I'll just list it on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist just for free or for very cheap. And then some things like gear that I used, guitar gear that I've had throughout the last 20 years playing guitar, just things that I don't need anymore, things that I'm not going to use anymore. Yeah, I can sell it, and it's nice to make cash back for that. But no matter what happens, you're not going to miss it when it's gone. And that lends into my second point, which is also my last point. When it's gone, it's so much better to have empty drawers, empty closets, empty corners, a lack of boxes full of stuff, a lack of bins full of stuff, a lack of things in your garage, a lack of things in a storage unit, or even a lack of a storage unit. It's worth so much more to just have the space, because to me, it frees up my headspace. I feel like all of those things on a very I don't think about them consciously every day, but on a subconscious level, all these years, the last, 18 years, and especially before like 8 years ago or so when I started to finally actually deal with things, the lack of those things being, I would rather have an empty drawer or an empty closet because it's just freeing. And that frees up my headspace, and that actually has an impact on my life. That makes me happier. That makes me feel more focused and more able to focus on my family and have quality family time. Even my business. I feel like in my business, a clearer headspace lends to the growth of my business and achieving the goals that I want to achieve. I'm serious. I'm not making this up. I wouldn't make this video for absolutely no reason. I'm speaking just from my life today. But I'm a sentimental person, and I'm here to tell you that hanging on to stuff only makes a difference when you're hanging on to it. When it's gone, it's gone. You won't miss it. Now, I'm not telling you to get rid of something that you shouldn't, okay? I don't want anybody to come at me and be like, I did it, man, and now I hate you. Like, I'm never going to have this thing again. No. Listen, 95% of the stuff can go, and you will never miss it, okay? And the stuff that does matter, you can figure out what to do with it, okay? But I can only imagine that that's only going to be a couple percent of all the things. And so I wanted to share this video with you today with one goal. I hope that even if it helps one or two people who listen to my videos, then my job is done. Today's video is just for someone who's like me, who's sentimental, but also wants to deal with it, wants to be organized, wants to have the clear physical space, which lends to the clear head space. And I hope this video helps you realize that maybe when you go and you just give away and get rid of some of those things, and you finally just throw things in the trash that need to go in the trash, and you finally just sell that thing because you realize you're never going to use it again, that it will make you a happier person, a more productive person, a more organized person, etc., etc., etc. And so, as we're in process, I am not the living perfect embodiment of what I'm telling you today. I think I'm speaking more right now to the journey of my own self than to the destination of where I'm at. I've got some things to deal with, and I am going to do it, and it's going to make our living in our house more enjoyable and better. And I hope that that helps you guys today. So thank you so much for listening, and I will see you in the next video. And thank you for bearing with me. I don't have great lighting and all in this space right now, so the camera might have gotten a little blurry and out of focus because of the lighting. So thank you for bearing with me through all that,